What up guys, I got a 07 Solstice here, and the OEM air box actually broke right at the joint for the turbo. So there's a lot of videos about these GXPs, kind of some of the quirks and what's going on, but what there isn't is a video of the DDM Works cold air intake being installed on a GXP. There's tons of videos of the naturally aspirated intakes. I'll show you how to install one really quick, super simple. No reason to take the charge tubes off. Instructions say take the charge tubes off because you have to remove the OEM box. You don't have to do that, there's a way to do it. I got another video posted of that. Check my page, it's on there. It's a really quick, it takes 5 minutes. And the reason you don't have to normally have to take the charge tubes off is you can't get to the screws. But these brackets come off and everything is history there. So I'm going to show you how to install this really quick here. So down here I've already prepared the large intake grommet, and essentially what this is, I put the band on it, and we're going to go ahead and put it on. It is a number 8, so this just slips right on. What you want to make sure you do is make sure you have this sitting upwards towards you so you can access it. There's nothing worse than getting in here and you have to get into these stupid angles where you can't actually get to any of this shit. So we're going to tighten up that bolt here really quick, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so once you get the bracket here adjusted and put on, make sure you can actually get to some of these. So you're going to slide that again over that turbo, and then you're going to tighten this one up here. So make sure you get it where it's a good angle. I'm trying to get around the camera here. Okay. So make sure you get it clamped down pretty good there. You don't want any wiggle or anything. You especially don't want anything getting into the turbo here. All right. So we'll torque that down a little more once we get some good adjustment here going on. So the other thing I want to note is it does come with an extension for the map sensor. Go ahead and disconnect that map sensor and clean it out. We're going to end up installing it right in there actually. So what I did was I used some, oh real nice, right in the water too, primer water, some CRC throttle body intake cleaner. So just use that, clear it out. So the other thing you need to go ahead and look at, it's right down here is the old mounting bolt for your old intake, your OEM intake. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to install this new bracket, and it's going to end up going actually right in there, and it's going to hold the intake in place. So I'm going to use a plastic razor blade, and I'm just going to try to remove some of this here, because you don't need it because it's in the way, and it's all old and decrepit. So you're going to put your bracket in here, make sure it sets on the turbo, okay, and it's going to end up bolting down here. But what you need to do first is you actually need to bolt it to the turbo itself. So let's go ahead and try to get that done here. Alright guys, so don't cheap out here. You've got washers and lock washers. Make sure you use them all. So we're going to do one bolt, one washer through there. We're going to put on a washer. We're going to put on a lock washer. Okay. And then you're going to put on your nut. You're going to do the same thing for the other side. So you're going to do a bolt with flat washer. Put the flat washer on. Push it through the hole, if you can find the hole, right there. I'm going to do another washer. I'm going to do lock washer, and I'm going to finish it up with a nut. Okay. So, with that all done, go ahead and tighten these up. It's not a number 8. It's going to be, let's see if it's a number 10. Yep. So, it's a number 10. Go ahead and get down here and crimp these. Now you're probably going to have to hold the other side of the bolt here. Mine's actually staying without me holding it, because typically the lock washer will help with that. Get that tightened down. Let me see if I can get you a better angle too here. So you might have to hold that bolt just a little bit until if I can get a good camera angle on it here for you. Make sure these are good and tight, and come back and redo them if needed. Alright, so the last thing needs to be done is we need to put the bolt through here, which I took off. Right here. This is from the original OEM intake. Alright guys, so I had to put the camera down for a second to get that bolt in there. Number 10, it is the OEM bolt. So get her on there, get her tightened up. Again, don't overstrip these things. This is aluminum, I'm pretty sure. So get her in there good. Get that in there tight. Alright, so now that you got everything bolted in, take that map sensor that you cleaned, put that sucker in the hole, okay? And be really careful when you do this. Make sure it lines up right. If I can get it to line up, look at that, right there. Get some screws put in there, and we'll get them tightened down. Let's see if I can get them. Again, this is all the original OEM hardware, so nothing special here. Take your other one. Careful not to drop these two. Let's get a screwdriver. Alright, let's get these tightened down. Again, it's aluminum. Don't over torque it. No hole cans here. Alright. So, in the package, there was also a extension cable for the map sensor. Notice some people have actually complained about this not being long enough. If you did, what am I missing here? There we go. If you did, you're an idiot. The sensor's in the bag. Plug that in right there. If I can get it to go on, and it's on. Make sure you zip tie this. Don't just leave this dangling around.
when you redo this initially, you may have to clear out some codes while it gets reacquainted. We're going to get that sealed up as well. That's pretty much the install, guys. Super simple. Give me a shout if you got any questions. Again, no need to remove any of those.